Now that we have our desired input material at Unit 1, we will send the same material to subcontractor for job work process. So for that, let's go to our transaction dashboard again. Here you can see job work to subcontractor process. So in this process, we have a process steps configured, and for the first process is job work order, where we will be placing and job work order. Then we will send the material to our subcontractor through job work issue. Then we'll receive the same processed output material from a subcontractor through job work receipt, and we will raise a purchase invoice for the job work done, and we will simply pay the subcontractor. So this is the simple process step by step. Now let's get started with the work order step. So for that first, or to place a work order, I'm going to add a document from here, and let's select the subcontractor here, which is Ashok Enterprises. Okay, so after selecting the subcontractor, the detail has come, and I'm just simply going to confirm and proceed. And here we can see that the job work service item name. This is the only the service item that will be built, and this won't be any input or output item. It's for example, like I'm putting here uh, the job work expenses. This is only the service item. So for that, I'm going to put the unit price and quantity one. Okay, so that it has calculated the tax amount and everything here. We don't need to do anything much, just saving the line. And here, if you want to put any other terms and condition, you can give it here. And from a subcontractor master, the other terms has already come automatically. So my document is almost done. I just selected the subcontractor and the work item detail, and I'm now saving the work order. So once the work order is saved, let's go to our next process step. And for that, let's go to the subcontractor job work issue. From here, I'll take the subcontracting work order number 4, which we have just created. And you can see everything has come, that seller detail is here. And I will be selecting the warehouse from where I will be uh, issuing the input material to a subcontractor. So yeah, it is given factory unit 1 department uh, machining, and from warehouse is our for finished goods, and WIP warehouse unit 2, I'm sending the material. Okay, so confirm and proceed. And the next process you can see here, you need to select the receipt item, whichever you're going to give. Okay, so let's see one. Let me check the inventory once. Inventory, and I want to see the. Okay, so this is the item that I'm going to give. I'm taking the item detail from here and going back here. I'm giving the receipt item detail. Okay, so I'm choosing the item from here. This is the receipt item I'll be receiving, and I have to select the production order from here. So it is the 11 number production order that I'm currently working with. So I've selected the production order as well, and everything else has just come. And then again, I'll again have to select the issue material. So I'll issue forged So I've selected forge and add to issue. Add batch to this forged item, and I have 95 quantity. So issue batch. So we have 95 quantity in the um, received quantity. So I will put 95 here and 95 here as well, as we have already rejected 5 quantity of material before. So now this I'm going to issue batch, 95 quantity issuing batch. Okay. So as saving this line. So more or less, I have given all the details here. My subcontractor details are here, which item going as input, which is my forged item, and which I'll be received after processing, which is machining item, 95 quantity, production order detail, batch detail, everything is given. Now, which vehicle, from with which vehicle I'm sending the material, if there is any transporter information, you can select it from here. Okay, so this is done. I'm going to save this now. Okay, so this is how I have issued my input material to our subcontractor, which means I have sent the material to our subcontractor. Now let's go back. Now, if I go simply job work, if I want to see the job work, and I want to see the delivery challan, click on print, and this is the challan that has been created. It has the challan date, challan number, the input material that I'm sending, all of the details and quantity and rate, everything. So, okay, let's going back to our next process step. So once I have sent the material, subcontractor will receive and further process the items and send me back our desired output materials. And in this, for that, I'm going to now receive the output item, select the 6 number of job work issue which we were working with, and here you can see everything has just come, and now I'm going to stock it in my FGWIP warehouse again. So I'm just changing the warehouse and nothing else is needed here. Must have I suppose I have received the supplier invoice number as well. So I'm just giving an invoice number here and the supplier invoice date. Okay. So yeah, it is then after that again, I'm just confirm and proceed with this thing. You can see everything has just come here where what is the document, what is the item that I have sent, what is the output item that I have received, and you can give if there is any process reject short material, or if you have anything like which is unprocessed return, then you can put the material quantity here as well. For now, I suppose I have received all the materials in perfect condition, so I'm not giving any reject quantity here. So I'm just simply going to save this item lines, and it is done. Now, so we have received the output material from our subcontractor after processing this item. I will check the inventory now to see my inventory status. Now let's go back to the inventory status, put in the item code, and I'm just simply choosing the item and press on show button. Here you can see that I have received this item in the warehouse. So now we will proceed with our further processing. For that, let's go to production again. Let's see. Production schedule, I'm going to see, then select the month and year, and See, this is the production, 11 number production, which I was working with. Now for further processing, we will issue the material from unit 1 and process it further. So again, go to issue to shop floor, which is in inventory. Going to issue to production, taking a new document. For unit one, in unit one, I'm producing only. Now my department is machining, and I have my material here, and choose the production order. I'm giving the production order number, and similarly, I'll choose the requisition as well. So G2 I have with me for I will now make carb product. So I'm choosing the carb and add to issue. Okay, so in the next step, what I'm going to do is add batch. So I have first I need to change this required quantity as we have put 5 item as rejected items. So I have 95 quantity now and adding batch here. Okay, add on batch. So I have filled the document like which material I'm going to issue to shop floor and which item I'm going to produce. Now click on save button. So my material should be in shop floor. Now let's check the shop floor warehouse stock. Let's go to inventory and shop floor warehouse unit 1. I'm checking the stock. Here you can see 95 quantity of G2 material is in my shop floor warehouse. So in the next process, we'll go to daily production report to convert the material from machining to carburizing. And for that, let's go to daily production report. I'm taking a new document here, factory unit 1, department is machining. And I'll choose the production order number here. So the 11 production number here I'm working with. I'm producing carb. So here I will give 95 quantity as my OK item. Okay. Okay. So now let's save. Click on save. Again, let's check the inventory for once. See, my machining material has changed to carb material. Earlier, I had machining material 95 quantity in my warehouse. Now it has become carb. And for further processing, I will again make daily production report. Now I will make hard item from carb. So again, I'm selecting the factory unit. Department will be heat treatment department this time, and a production order code. Select the production order code and give the choose the hard item. And I'm putting in again the 95 quantity that I'm producing. Select the batch here, click on auto add, then add the batch here and simply click on save. Okay, so by now we have hardening material in our shop floor warehouse. So the production process is almost done. Now it's time for QC and we will receive the material in our finished goods warehouse. Let's go to QC. FGIP QC, I'm going to make shop floor warehouse unit 1. I'm choosing here quarantine warehouse unit 1, QC pending items. So this is our final product. I'm not giving any QC rejections over here. So it's simply the 0 quantity I'm going to give and click on done. Okay. So the QC is done. Then for receiving the material from shop floor, I want to receive my material to my FGIP warehouse. Let's go to production. I received from shop floor. Production unit, give unit 1 department, choose heat treatment department. And from daily production report, I'm going to select the production order number 11. And this is the thing. I am going to receive 95 quantity in my FGWIP warehouse. And again, selecting and saving this thing. So let's go back to inventory again. I should have hard quantity in my FG WIP warehouse. So our production process is done. I have the desired amount of quantity in my FG WIP warehouse unit 1.